In this class, we are going to understand how to write programs in C language and how to execute programs in C. Okay. Now, to write the programs in C, the most important thing that we have to understand is main function. Okay, so we write the code inside what? Main function. So what is a main function? The main function specifies starting and ending points of a C program. So where your C program is starting, where the program is ending, how you are going to explain to the computer. Okay, that is explained through what? Main function. Okay, so the syntax of the main function is like this. Int, you have to write it, main, open the flower base, open the parenthesis and close the parenthesis. Here open the flower base, and here you have to write the programming statement, and later on at the end you have to write return 0. You have to write, okay, return 0. Then close this particular flower base. What is the meaning of this return 0? We'll understand later on. Don't bother about this one. Okay, but this is called as exit code. Okay, exit code we'll understand later on. Don't bother about this particular thing. So this is how you write a C program. Okay, I repeat, int main, okay, parenthesis open, parenthesis close. Okay, then open the flower base, write down the programming statement, return 0, and here close this one. And this part is called as, this is the starting point of the start point of your main, and this is nothing but what? This is nothing but what? End point of the program. So this is the starting point of the program, this is the end point of the program. Let us understand how to write some programs in C language. Okay, right. So where we are going to write C programs means, let me show you here. Now you download and install DevC++. Okay, open the Google and download this particular DevC++ and install into your computer. Just download it and double click to install. That's it, very simple. Okay, so I am going to use this particular DevC++ software for executing the programs. Okay, so already I have opened here. Let me close this particular DevC++ software. So now I reopen, just double click on this particular thing so that it will open the DevC++. Here I am going to show you how to execute the programs. Okay, right. So now how to write a program, please? File, new, and what? This is what? Source file, you say it. Now you'll get one empty file is opened. Here you have to write the program. Okay, what program we will write? Let us understand. Already I have explained some pseudocodes. Okay, already I explained some pseudocodes. That pseudocodes now we are going to convert into C programs. Okay, so what the first pseudocode that we have written, please, in the previous videos, write a pseudocode to calculate addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of two numbers. The two numbers are 10, 4. But now we are not going to write pseudocode. Write a C program. I am going to write. Okay, write a C program. That's it. Very simple. Okay. Now how we are going to convert this particular pseudocode into C program? First of all, we have to create variables. So how to create? Now tell me, what's the starting point of the program, please? Int main. See, int main. Okay, what the stop point of the program is? Close the flower base. Got it? Right. Now here we have to write the programming statements. Let us see how to create variables. Variables are created by using data types like int, float, okay, char, double. So I am creating integer variable, int a comma b comma add comma subtract comma multiplication. But when we come to this particular multiplication, division is a float variable, please. Why float variable? Division is a float variable because division variable can store points. Okay, this is what variables creation completed. First step. Second step is now storing the values. Yes, a should be stored with what? 10. Okay, so therefore I am storing 10, and b should store with what? Second value is given in the program, that is what? 4. Therefore b is equal to 4. This is what. Please, if you want to write this C program, you have to compulsory know how to write pseudocodes. If you are unable to, if you don't know how to write pseudocodes, please watch my previous videos. Okay, right. So a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 4. Okay, storing the values is completed. Now we'll do the calculation. What is that? Is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Therefore, addition is equal to what? A plus b. Put a semicolon. Every statement should end with a semicolon. Okay, then the calculation, subtraction is equal to a minus b, same, and the multiplication is also same. Division, okay, division is nothing but a divided by b. Okay, so this is what we call as division of two numbers. Right. Then how to print on the monitor? This printing, how can we do? It can be done by using printf function. So printf open the parenthesis, and here we are going to close the parenthesis. But it is different how to write. Now let me show you. This is not how you write. You write like this: addition is equal to percentile d, okay, subtraction is equal to percentile d, multiplication is equal to percentile d, okay, multiplication is equal to percentile d. Then I write here division is equal to percentile f. I am going to write comma. So I say addition, subtraction, okay, multiplication, and what division, okay, division. What's the variable name is? I have given division, okay. So therefore here also I give div, okay, right. This is, then I am going to write return 0. This is the printf function that I wrote, okay. Addition, this is a text can be, you can write as that of same variable name, or you can write the description, complete description also you can write like this, addition, like this you can write, no problem, okay. So sub, this is variable name actually, and this is what the text you can write in any format, no problem, okay, right. Now this is how you write the program. This is how we will convert your pseudocode into C program. Clear? So creation of variables, storing the values, the given values, storing the values into the variables, doing the calculations, and finally printing the result. Okay, now I copy this particular program. Okay, here I am going to let me say that here this is, sorry, where that this is the thing. Here I am going to paste it. Okay, so let me indentation. Okay, I will provide some indentation, sorry. Okay, please. Now this is the printf function. Okay, this is how. Now I am going to run this particular. Okay, first of all save this program, please. Save file and what file, and you see say what, save. First save the program. So here I am going to write the program name as what, calculations.cals.c. you have to put the extension as .c, okay, .c you have to put because I am writing a C program. So cals.c, and click on what, save. That's it. Now see, you got the program name over here. Now this program you run it. How to run the program? Execute, compile, and run. Now this is going to execute now, right. Now this is what the output it is showing. So this program output it is showing over here, okay. And if you get any errors, that errors it is going to show. In this case there is no error, no, it's not showing, it is giving the correct output, okay. See now, so these variables are created in the memory, values are stored, calculated, and here it is printing the value. See, here it is printing the values. This addition, subtraction, multiplication, division values are printing on the monitor. You can see addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, okay, right. So this is what happens. Let me close it. Let me show you how this program is executing with the memory representation. Okay, let me show you the memory representation of this particular program. Let me first of all minimize this screen. Okay, right, here I am going to show you, please now understand. So what happens here? Integer a, b, add, sub, multiplication variables are created in the memory. So this is what your memory, please, this is what your memory, the memory, okay. In the memory what happens, please? In the memory the variables are created. So memory is a collection of cells like this. Memory is a collection of cells like this, okay. Let me show you, please. Okay, like this. Now let us understand. Okay, just wait. Right, let me change the color. Okay, now a variable. So a, b, add, sub, multiplication are integer variable. Integer size is 4 bytes. Therefore all these variables occupy 4 bytes only. So a is a variable. How many cells it occupies? 4 cells. Assume address is 101. Okay, similarly, okay, b variable created, that also allotted 4 bytes. Okay, then add variable is created in the memory, that also allotted with what, 4 cells. Then subtraction also allotted 4 cells. Then multiplication, okay, that also occupies 4 cells. And division, that also allotted with what, 4 cells of memory. Okay, next now it is going to store with the value. Next a is stored with what, 10, b is stored with what, 4. Now see, this is how it is going to store 10, and it is going to store what, 4. Then addition a plus b. What's a addition? A is what, 10, b is what, 4. 10 plus 4 is nothing but 14 stores into add variable. So add variable is what? 14 it is going to store. Similarly, a minus b, 10 minus 4 it is going to store what? 6 here, 6 here. Okay, then what is this? A multiplied by b means 10 multiplied by 4 is 40. 40 stores into multiplication variable, therefore multiplication is 40. Then 40 divided 10 divided by b, nothing but 2.5 around it will be storing, but it will store only 2, because I will tell you what happens. 2 it is going to store, because a and b are integer variables. Therefore the division of two integer variables, you will get only integer value. Okay, no problem, we'll understand that further. Okay, right. And after doing these calculations, we print on the monitor printf addition is equal to percentile d, subtraction is equal to percentile d, multiplication is equal to percentile d. So what happens now, please? What happens now, please? Let me tell you. Okay, now the addition value will be printed over here. What is the value it is going to print, please? 10. Okay, now similarly the subtraction value will be printed over here. That is how much it is going to print? 4. Sorry, what is that is? Sorry, addition is what? 14. Okay, so addition value it will printed is what? 14. Okay, 14. Then what is subtraction value is going to print here? 6. Okay, here is going to print 6. Okay, then multiplication value printed here, that is nothing but what? 40. 40 will be substituted here. Okay, and division value will be substituted here, that is nothing but 2.0. Okay, is it okay, please? Right, now return 0, the program is stopped here. As a result, now the output that you are going to get, let's say as a result, now the output you are going to get like this. Compile and run. Okay, so if you observe carefully what is happening, see, now you can see this, please. Okay, for this program, this is what happens in the memory, and this is what the output that you are going to get. Is it okay? Right, fine. So let me close this one. Let me erase this memory also. But you have to understand carefully, please. Let me erase this one. Okay, now you have to understand carefully. This is how to write the program. Is it okay? Right, now first of all you have to create all the variables, then store the values, do calculations and printing. Just to follow the same methodology how you have written pseudocodes. Okay, first program completed. Control C. Now I'll get back to the notes. So this is the program completed. Right, next now we are going to write another program. Write a pseudocode, not a pseudocode, C program will say. Okay, to calculate square and cube of a number 5. Okay, now what we are going to do, please? Let me tell you one more thing, please. I forgot to tell you. So if this program is giving an error, write down the statement hash include stdio.h in case if you get error. Okay, if executing there is no problem, because the printf function is present in stdio.h. In some compilers, in some cases you will get an error at this statement. Okay, so you provide this particular header file. This is called as header file. Okay, better I also write this header file from now onwards. Okay, right, this is what you remember, please. Fine, now let me explain another program. Write a C program to calculate square and cube of a number 5. So how to write the program, please? Once again, please, first of all we write hash include stdio.h. Okay, tell me now integer main, open the flower base. Stop means what? Close the flower base. See, I am converting the pseudocodes into C programs. How to create the variables? Now all these are integer variables. N, square and cube are what? Integer variables. Okay, so how many variables are required to create this particular program? Okay, for storing this particular 5 value, I am creating a variable n. To store the square value and cube value, we have to create 2 more variables, that is what? Square and cube. So therefore total variables required is 3 variables. Now after that, n is stored with how much? Now put a semicolon at the end. Now this 5 we have to store into n. Okay, storing the value. Therefore n is equal to 5 I am storing. That's put a semicolon. Then square is equal to square calculation we are doing. Square is equal to store n into n answer. Therefore put a semicolon. Now cube we have to calculate cube. Cube should be stored with what? Cube should be stored with what? N into n into n. Put a semicolon. Then finally we are going to print on the monitor. Okay, what we are going to print, please? This printf function. Printf function we have to write. How to write? Printf square is equal to percentile d, cube is equal to percentile D. All variables you have to write aside like this, square comma cube. That's it, finished. Okay, now this is pseudocode, this I remove it. This is the program completed. Now finally what we say is, please return 0. I'm going to put here. Clear? Now this is how you write the program. So let me copy paste this program and paste over here. Okay, control V. That's it, control A, control V. Right, this is the program that I written. Finished. Okay, right. Now this is what the program. So you have to write the program here itself only. Okay, I have written here and I'm copying in this one, but you have to write the program here itself. Okay, how to write the program? Let me explain, please. File, new, once again source file. So here you have to write hash include stdio.h. once again I am writing integer main. Okay, enter, open the flower base. Integer n comma square comma cube. So this is store n is equal to 5, then square is equal to n into what, n, then cube is equal to, okay, cube is equal to n into n into n. Like this you have to write the program. Then printf, I can say that square is equal to percentile D, cube is equal to percentile D comma square comma cube. Okay, then I say return 0. Like this you have to write the program very clearly. Clear? Now after this one, what you need to do, please save the program. File and click on save. Now I give the program name as what, square underscore cube dot c. We have to give the extension. Okay, save it, save the program. See, now the program is saved here. Now run the program, execute, compile and run. Okay, this is the program output you got. Square is equal to 25, cube is equal to 125. Okay, let me explain this particular thing on the board also, right? How this program executed and how you got this particular answer. Okay, so let's see memory representation. Tell me now, first of all, int n comma square comma cube. Therefore n, square and cube variables are created as integer. So let me write directly here. N is a variable, how many bytes it occupies? 4 bytes. Square variable occupies how many bytes? 4 bytes. Okay, then cube variable also occupies 4 bytes, like this. Okay, right. So n addresses are, I can write address 101 to 104, like this, 105 to 108. Okay, 109 to, let's say that 112, like this addresses will be present. Now this is what the 3 variables create in the memory, like this. And after that n is stored with how much? 5. N is stored with what? 5. Then square is equal to n into n. 5 into 5, 25 will be stored into the square. The square is equal to 25, it will store. Then cube is equal to n into n into n. That is what, 125 will be stored into the cube. That is 125. And finally it will print square value will be substituted here and cube value will be 125 substituted here. And this particular square is equal to 25 and cube is equal to 125 printed on the monitor, like this. Okay, right? This is what. Now let me close this output. First of all, let me close the output. Okay, this is how you can read it. Now once again execute, compile and run, so that the program will run and show the output. Close this particular output. Okay, second program we have completed. Like this you can write all the programs and you can execute. Let me show you one more program also. Write a pseudocode, not pseudocode now, C program will write. Okay, C program to calculate area of a triangle where base is equal to 2.5 and height is equal to 3.6. Okay, now you have to calculate what? Area of the triangle. What's the formula for calculation of area of a triangle? Area is equal to half into base into height, and the base value, height value is given already in this particular problem. Okay, now how you write the program? How you write the program? So this program, how you write means, let me show you here differently. Okay, file, new, source file. So first of all, what you write? Hash include, okay, stdio.h. Then integer main. Okay, fine, good. Now variables I am going to create: float, base, height and what? Area. So all these particular variables are what? Float variables, because they store what? Decimal points. See, in the problem also it is there, decimal points are present. Okay, right. Now base is equal to how much value we have to store? Base is equal to 2.5 given, height is equal to 3.6. So 2.5 and height is equal to 3.6. Storing is completed. Then do the calculation of area. Okay, variable creation, storing the values, and do the calculation. What the calculation? Area is equal to half into base into height. Okay, then I print on the monitor printf, yes, area is equal to %lf comma area. Now you'll get the answer. Okay, finally what I do is return 0. I am going to write it. Okay, save the program. After typing the program, save. You can also click on this particular save button, save it. So what I'm going to say is triangle. Okay, triangle.c already there. Okay, triangle.c I'm going to save. Yes, so already the program is present, therefore I'm replace it. Okay, yes. Now execute and run. Execute, compile and run. See, now you got the answer is 4.5 double. Okay, is it okay? Right, this is how you are going to write the program. Fine. So let me Control A, Control C, and here the program is now changed like this, Control V. Okay, now similarly you can write the remaining programs. So remaining programs, all these programs you can write it, please. Okay, all the programs, it is your responsibility to write. Okay, so let me show you. This is what, write a C program, pause the video, copy this particular thing and write it. Clear? Then this is what practice. Okay, this is what we have completed. C program to calculate simple interest. This is the formula and all these things, pseudocode. Okay, then practice problems also there. Write a C program to calculate area of a circle and perimeter of circle, and these are the formula, and radius is equal to 3.5. Similarly, write a C program to calculate a plus b whole square, where a is equal to b is equal to 5, and this is the formula to calculate a plus b whole square. Okay, and you also write a C program to calculate electricity bill, and these are the variable values to calculate the electricity bill, and I've explained this particular thing in the case of pseudocodes. Okay, so this is how to execute your C programs in DevC++. Okay.